Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a recreation of the Lily Rose Depp makeup, specifically from her makeup artist Nina Park. It's very natural but still defined with her lips and her eyeliner and a bit of contour, so I'm really excited to do this recreation. I've done it before, but of a red carpet look a long time ago, and it was a bit more dramatic, but I feel like this is everyday friendly and a little bit different than what most of us do, so let's get right into it. I curled my hair a little bit like her with the curls going inwards, sort of those Hollywood waves. Now I'm just going to start with some skin prep. I'm going to go in with my First Day Beauty Facial Radiance pads all over. So next up I want to go in with a little bit of moisturizer. This is the Matter of Fact Minimalist Hydrating Moisturizer, especially for the winter. This like quenches my skin's thirst and it keeps it hydrated throughout the day. I love this stuff. I got it in a goodie bag of a masterclass that I went to. And don't forget the under eyes too. As that's settling into my skin, I'm going to go in and curl my lashes with my Tweezerman lash curler. Now I'm going to go in with the tiniest bit of eyeshadow. She barely has anything on, but it really adds to like the dimension and makes the black eyeliner look a bit less harsh because of the shadow around her eyes. So I'm going to use the Revlon Colorstay Cream Shadows. I have the shades Chocolate and Espresso. They run a bit cool toned on me, which I like, especially for this type of look when using a black liner. And I'm going to use this Morphe Ariel A20 brush. I'm going to take these all over the lid, working them into the crease. This espresso color has the smallest amount of sheen to it. But I like these shadows because you can use them on their own without any like concealer, powder, eye primer. They do dry out pretty quickly, but for the time that I do use them, I find that they're very, easy and flattering. Just to warm it up a tad bit, I'm going to go in with a small amount of my NARS Laguna bronzer, washing it over and into the crease. Again, there's no real precision with this. I think that's the beauty of her makeup, is that it looks very lived in and almost like one with her instead of trying to fight with her features. And Nina Park does that so effortlessly. It's a bit dark from the lighting, but not as much in person. So this is all we're going to do for eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go in with eyeliner. I'm going to use my Revlon Colorstay Multiplayer Liquid Glide Eye Pencil. This is in the shade High Stakes. This one is not a 24-hour pencil, so it's not going to dry down, so it gives me a bit more time to, play with the shape. Whereas if I were to use something like the Makeup by Mario pencil or like the Maybelline 24-hour, I would have to work one eye at a time and pretty quickly because I know when it sets in place, there's no budging. So I'm going to go in first on my upper waterline. And something that I really love in her makeup looks as well is that the lining goes literally all around the eye. So even here on the inner corner where we're used to seeing a lot of brightness, she has it lined with a bit of pencil. And then I'm just going to go in with my finger because I don't want to blend it too low. I've noticed this with her eye makeup especially. The lines are very, in a good way, like apparent. They're not necessarily like traditionally blended how we're used to seeing. Now I'm going to go on the outer corner right here, very lightly tapping that eyeliner. Once again, this is not a long wear pencil, so I have time to work with it. And I'm going to flip it on the other side with this small brush. As I get towards the outer corner, I'm going to dip into a dark brown and black on an angled brush and start diffusing that wing outwards. First stamping it over the pencil and then using the tip of the brush to lightly flick it outwards. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Coconut Foundation Stick. And I'm going to start a little bit above where I typically would like blend it down. And then going in with my favorite Makeup by Mario brush on the small side, I'm going to start pressing this into the skin. whatever is left on my brush, I always like to go in, especially for these like lived in type of looks. I don't feel bad to kind of mess up the eyeshadow because it looks a little bit better, honestly. I'll just go over it with the residue of the contour to make it look as cohesive as possible. I'm going to use this Chanel number 4 Wake Me Up or Wake Up Pink. I love this color. It's not what she has in the picture or what she usually does, but yeah. She focuses a lot right here on her cheeks, on the apples of her cheeks, which kind of helps with the discoloration underneath the eyes too, so you don't really feel like you will need even any concealer. A very small amount of this e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. It doesn't look that glowy from a lot of the pictures. She kind of has this like soft matte focus to her look, so I'm going to go in with a very, very, very small amount of this Fenty powder foundation just right here by the T-zone to kind of control the glowiness and create a little bit of contrast with the rest of the face. Like her skin looks healthy, it's just not the typical, you know, all over shine that we see. Before any lip combo, I always go over my lips with a little bit of powder and make sure that they're completely dry so that it grips on a bit more and creates like almost a neutral palette. I went in with this NYX Line Loud lip pencil in the shade Global Citizen. I love this nude. It is a bit like nude, but especially for this look, I think it's very flattering. And it's a very long wear formula, so when I let it dry, I go in and layer it a bit more so that I can deepen it. I'm going to try this Maybelline More Blonde. Alright, this is the completed makeup look. I think it's super flattering for any face shape, eye color, because it's just like an elevated everyday makeup routine. It's not as technical as things that we see on Instagram. Anybody can really do it, and it will look beautiful in pictures. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.